Hello, guys. Hello, dear audience, dear students, dear parents, lovely teachers. I hope you are all doing great. Today is a beautiful day, a blessed day for all our viewers or my viewers. Blessed day to you. Today we are back with a new activity. We are back with a new activity, and the activity of today is on how to write a summary, how to write down a summary. You have a long text, how to summarize the text. So let us go through the note. What is the note talking about? How to write a note, how to write down a summary. By definition, to summarize means to condense, to write something very short, meaning that it was long. Now they ask you to condense the long one to be short. Okay? So let's go. What do we need in the introduction? What do we need in the introduction? In the introduction, we need the agenda of the text. The agenda of the text, the author, and what? And the overview or the general idea of the text. What are the elements that we need? We need the agenda of the text. We need the title. We need the author. And then we need the general idea of the author. Those are the elements, the main element of an introduction of a summary writing. I hope you are getting me. That is the introduction. We are with the introduction. So let me give you an example of introduction. Let us suppose that we have an article. We have an article, and our job is to write down the introduction of that article. Okay? The text submitted to us to summarize is an article. That is what we suppose. Okay? So how to write that introduction? Let us go with the example. In the article, the title of the article is Why Promoting a Reading Culture. Why promoting a reading culture? In the article, Why Promoting the Reading Culture, the author is Natalie Jackson. Natalie Jackson discusses how a workplace that encourages reading leads to a greater satisfaction. Like I said it, like I was saying it, we need in the introduction the gender of the text. Here, the gender of the text is an article. The text is an article. Okay? Now, the title. The title is Why Promoting the Reading Culture. You get the point? That is the title. After that, we need the author. The author is Natalie Jackson. Natalie Jackson. Okay? Good. Now, the overview or the general idea coming from the text. Let me read for you the introduction again. In the article, Why Promoting Reading Culture of Natalie Jackson, The author discussed how a workplace that encourage reading lead to a greater satisfaction. That is an example of an introduction. Now, how to write down the body? We are still with the summary writing. We are still talking about the summary writing. We said that a summary is a condense of a long text. And we said that we need an introduction for summary writing, we need a body, and then we need the conclusion. And in the introduction, what are the elements that we need to build our introduction? Like I said it, I'm going to repeat myself again. We need the gender of the text. Gender of the text, article, example, article. A poem. It is an example. Okay? We can also have a journal. It is possible. Okay? We need also the title of the text. Why promoting reading culture? Another example, gender equity. Okay? Is it clear? After that, the author, the one that write the article. Most of the time, when you find an article, the name of the author is at the end of the article. Most of the time, it's at the end of the article. So here we talked about Natalie Jackson. And after that, we need also the overview, the general idea coming from the text, coming from the text submitted to us or to you to condense, to summarize. Is it clear? Good. That is the introduction. Now we finish with the introduction. Let us tackle the body. How to write a body of an article writing. How to write a body. What are the elements? What are the elements that we need in the body? In the body, you need to read the original text. You must read the original text. You must read it several times. It will be better for you to read it several times so that you can understand. You make a list of the key words of the text. The key words. What do we call key words? They are words, they are important words. They are words that are very important in the text. They are words that help you to understand the text. That is the reason why we call them the key words. They play an important role. Their role is to help you understand, so that is the reason why you need to write them down. Write the key words. Find out the main idea of the text. What do we call a main idea? A main idea is l'idée principale, the important idea, the principal idea of the text. What is the text talking about? Let us suppose that the text is talking about the gender equity. Gender equity. Or women's place in the entrepreneurship. So you must write down the main idea, the important idea. Okay? After that, you must use sentence connectors. You need sentence connectors. Sentence connectors. Why you must use sentence connectors? If you want a logic in your work, if you want your work to be in an order, in a certain order, you need to use sentence connectors. For instance, first, second, next, or firstly, secondly, next. In addition to that, furthermore, however, but there are many. There are many. In my next video, remind me that I wanted to talk about sentence connectors. I will make a video talking about the sentence connectors and how to use them properly in a writing. Is it clear for you? Okay. So that is what we need in the body. The essential that we need in the body. It will help you to write down the body. Okay? So let me remind them to you. First of all, you need to read the original text. Read it several times. Read it several times. Okay? Great. You make a list of the keywords. You make a list of the keywords. Great. And you find out the main idea of the text. Let us suppose that the text is in a paragraph or many paragraphs. The text is paragraphs. So 3 paragraphs or 4 paragraphs. So each of the paragraph need his keywords and main ideas. Is it clear? Okay? Good. So, in the conclusion, what do you need in the conclusion? In the conclusion, end your summary with a conclusion sentence that summarize the overview message of the text. The overview message of the text. The general idea. You need also the general idea. You need the general idea to summarize your work. It is what I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching me. See you to my next video. Stay blessed. Don't forget to subscribe and share the video with your brother or your sister. This note is very important for those people who are getting prepared to their A-level, bac 1 ou bien bac 2. Their A-level, this note is very important for them. Call them, share the note with them so that they can try and learn with Bonifacio TV. See you soon.